I extended my code to today because, of course, if technology doesn't give me trouble, I might even Sandra. Am I right? This is Monday after EHARTS market, so it's November 9th. So market was really fun. It went really well. I made about 7 sales, and I think another one came in after, like when I wasn't even paying attention. So what happened? Because something always has to happen to me, and it's really kind of ridiculous now. People are gonna start thinking I do this on purpose, or I'm not a complete airhead. I'm a little bit of an airhead, okay? Just a little. But so whenever you set anything up, and this is going to be a tip for anyone who wants to run an Etsy shop in the future, things that you should know that I should have mentioned. When I went to set up my code, my EHARTS, so basically my EHARTS code didn't work all of the 7th, all of Saturday, until I realized it, because I followed up with one person and they responded to me like later in the day, but I didn't see the message until Sunday morning. And then I asked another person and I thought, okay, why is everyone forgetting to use the code? And then I just had this like ball in my chest that just made me think, oh no, did you forget to set up the code? And I remember sitting down and setting everything up and choosing the dates, and it even asking me, is it for the whole day or is it for specific times in the day? And I made it no, full day, so it will be from midnight to like midnight, 11:59. And I remember setting that up. So I didn't know why it hadn't worked. So I had my phone, and from the phone app, you can't set up coupons. You can't even look at them. So I didn't do it from my phone. And I thought maybe on my iPad I'll see something. So I went on my iPad. So I went under that like more, and then marketing, sales and coupons. And the coupon wasn't there. And I was like, wait, what? Where did I save this? I'll tell you where I saved it. There are 2 options that pop up when you first do that, and it says do a new special offer or set up a campaign. I set up a campaign, and it's a targeted campaign, and that's for like recently favorited or abandoned carts. I felt horrible. I couldn't believe that happened. Again, something else happened to me, but so I just did a story. I apologized. I started again. The people who did respond to me, and I give it to even the ones who didn't respond to me, just because if they purchased throughout that weekend, I just give them the code. So it was thankfully only 3 people, but I was like, really? Again, really? So if you're one of them and you tried to purchase and this happened to you, and you didn't see my story about me fixing it and extending it through to the 9th, I am so sorry. But I will probably I have to probably do another story because I was barely online today. But other than that crazy mishap, it went really well. I think I once again just put too much on my plate to get ready in time. I waited too late to start putting my listings, so my shop went on pre-order mode. All the new listings show up by 8 in the morning on the day of, but I really should have planned it better so that I would have them up earlier. There were just so many shops, like guys, it was like 100 of us, but otherwise everything was really, really great. There were so many shops and everyone had so many options to choose from. So I mean, it's definitely helpful to have the sales because it helps me make more stuff to run the shop better. But I mean, I can't put a price on the relationships that I've made over the weekend. I mean, I met more people that were part of the same Discord group, part of like the same Patreon group that I've never spoken to before, that I didn't really know. I got to go live with someone that I hadn't really met before or talked to that much. Like I talk with mostly the same people all the time, and I think it's either we're our times are kind of aligned. Like the times that I'm on Discord is usually super early, which is like they're getting home from work time, or it's usually like super late for me when they're getting up to get ready for work. And during the day I sometimes come and go in there, but that's usually when I'm with the kids, so I'm not always online that long. So it was just nice to have like a chance to see what everybody's doing. I get to hear their voices, what they sound like what they're doing, what they made. I mean, I think it was awesome. And so I'm really excited to get all the products packaged and sent. I only have a couple to order, but that's the pre-order stuff. So out of the pre-orders that I have some holiday ones which I had already made, so I'm debating if I should wait to ship them or not because I did make them early. But I mentioned that if you bought something that was from the pre-ordered options, those were going to go out like starting next week. So I just have to go edit that in Etsy, because a lot of it can't really be edited from my phone. It can, it's just a pain to do. It's just easier on the desktop basically. I sold so many of these that I'm running out. I'm running low on the coffee notepads. I sold like 4. How many of them? This one. And I have another one that's the snowflake, the rain boots one, and I think that one will probably do better in the spring just because it's rain boots. By the time it was in my shop, it was almost the end of spring, I think, or it was early summer. When did I run my shop? Oh, in my other shop it was, but yeah, that's another thing I need to get through. But what else could I say about the market? I had a really good time chatting up with everybody, going live, obviously getting to know a ton of people, but also just like sharing and sharing and sharing and sharing all the stuff that I hadn't seen before, just seeing how creative everybody was and all the amazing things that people made. Like, I wish I could buy everything from everyone. Like, that would be amazing. But in the end, I was able to get, because like some other things some other payments for different things came through like at the end of the day Saturday, so I was really happy to have like, I have a few bucks, yes, let's buy something. Really, I should have kept that money for something else, but I just really wanted to get a few things, and I didn't order from a lot of people. I think I just went to 2 or 3 shops, and I really just bought like one small thing from everyone that I purchased from, but they were people that I've never purchased from before, because you know, I wanted to spread the love a little bit and encourage someone else to like keep going. So I'm glad that I was able to hit up like a couple of newer shops and smaller shops, like small like me. Like, I just hit 50 sales on Etsy, which is, it's insanity to me that I've sold 50 things that I made. So it's exciting. It's the beginning, but it's exciting. So that's pretty much all that I have to mention for today. I'm gonna package the rest of these things so I can ship some of them tomorrow. I have 2 of them that need to go tomorrow because they are orders from like Saturday. One was late Friday, but I still counted it, so I'm gonna try to get that one out first, and then if I can pack everything else up and ship them tomorrow, then great. If not, they'll go on Wednesday. Yeah, but that's that. It was really cool. It was really fun. Thanks again to Emily Harvey for organizing that for us. And it's just really nice to have, it's just really strange. It's almost like having a celebrity encourage you to do what they're doing and like showing you how to do it and helping you do it better. Like, I don't, you know, it's not like a celebrity or anything, but like I'm trying to explain like the feels. That is how it kind of feels, like someone who's way further ahead than you are, what you're trying to do, and they could very well be stingy about everything they've learned, and they could just be like, hey, good job, good luck, and just that could be it. But she genuinely wants to help us, and I think personally she went way out of her way to do this. Like, she made a whole web page with like, I know I use Wix. I know how long things take on there. Even if it's a quick job, it's never a quick job. Building a site is tough, and building a new web page, even if it's just a matter of copy paste, like, it still takes time. There were over 100 shops. I think one of my friends says at the end she counted 108 or something, and I don't know if any more were added after that. But that's a lot of cut and paste, and that's a lot of things to upload and edit. And you know, she changed the front page of her own website to advertise us at the top and put a link so you could go to this new page that she added to her site with all of our stuff, all of our sites, and you could just scroll through and click on whoever you want to shop, and it takes you straight to their shop. That was great. That was like free advertising that doesn't come by like ever. So for anyone who's watching this in the future and thinking, oh my gosh, I wish this happened to me, it can if you join Emily Harvey's Patreon. You never know what else she's gonna come up with. But while she's still relatively small on Patreon, I mean relatively, there's like 350 of us right now. I think 358 as of yesterday when I went to answer one of the messages, and I just happened to glance across and be like, holy cow, we just celebrated 300 and now we're at 358. This is crazy. This is amazing. But you could just join and find it, not for just the perks, but like, those are amazing physical financial perks that can help your business grow, but more, I think, because this job is hard, it's lonely, it's hard to do it on your own. Not having someone who understands what you're doing and what you're going through and can help you specifically with what you're dealing with. So like, if I have cricket drama, like, I can tell my husband, I can tell my sister, I can tell my brother, my sister-in-law, like, they will hear me and they'll be like, oh, right, that's terrible. So, but they can't really help me with that specific issue. But being in a community of hundreds of other men and women who are doing the same thing and working toward growing something of their own, we all come across these ridiculous cricket issues, printer issues, shipping problems, you know, like all these different things that come with having a small business. And you have a place where you can go and vent or just ask a question or just share, guys, I found this one company that's amazing, it saved me this much on shipping international. I know so many of you have issues with this, check it out, like, make sure you ask them for this. Like Natalie, the Chargemals, thank you so much for sharing and letting us know about Pirate Ship. I saw Pirate Ship's ad on my phone all the time. I see it on YouTube all the time whenever I'm doing one thing or another, and I never really check them because I see ads for stamps.com, I see ads for Sandal, and all of those started showing up when I started using my Etsy all the time. So they know, like, they target you, right? But you see all these different things and you don't immediately think, oh yeah, I'm gonna try them, this will be great. I don't know what they cost me, I don't know if it's real, is it really gonna make a difference? Everything else seems to be the same. It's like a little discount using stamps.com versus USPS, so for me in the US, but I didn't think it would be like that huge of a difference. But when I used Sandal for something in the US, it was even cheaper than that, so I didn't have to go through like the Etsy option for shipment, but I went through the Sandal website directly, created an account, linked my orders there, and sent one order just to see. It was mad cheap and it worked, and it went through with the same dimension, same weight. I don't know how they do that. There's something lost somewhere, but it worked. And so now when she shared about Pirate Ship being the cheapest she's ever found for international orders, but there's a little trick that you have to do to make sure that they give you that. Like, other people wouldn't share that. So many other people wouldn't share that. And it's like, I feel like I literally hit the jackpot. Literally. So I dream of the day where I can create this amazing type of community for other people, when those of us in this community like grow together and we're now I like to call it like that swipe up level. We're now the ones with like the 10K plus followers, subscribers, whatever you have. I hope that we all keep our, hearts humble, and that we help other people that will come after us the same way Emily has helped us. And I'm mentioning Emily specifically because it was the EHARTS market, but there are a couple that I follow specifically, like on Patreon, that are like this. And it's not that they will do everything for you, hold your hand all the time, or just shower you with things like this all the time. I think it's just hard to be alone in this community, trying to build something and feeling like completely alone. And I think she's mentioned that because it felt like that to her when she was starting out, which is only like a year and change ago. Can you believe it? She always thought that it was so hard for her to find things and asking questions and just not, just hearing crickets. And she thought, well, I'm going to share all the things. No one wants to talk about money. I'll talk about money. No one wants to show someone how to start a Patreon account. I'll teach them how to start a Patreon account. And that has bonded us even more. Like, I don't know if I make sense or what. I hope I make sense, but I really hope that those of us who are subscribed to her right now, that are her patrons right now, that's the biggest thing that we get, is that giving heart that she has. And I hope that we extend that to somebody else, like the same way she's made us feel this weekend. That's like the best Christmas gift / best birthday gift, because my birthday is like in 3 weeks, so very exciting. But anyway, this was really just gonna be that. Like, I wasn't gonna do a whole weekly thing about it. I'm gonna have a weekly vlog later, but it will just be to show my little prep before it, and like the couple of days, and share little tidbits about how it went. But I had to get these thoughts out because I thought of them and I didn't want to forget them. And yes, Emily's amazing. So hope you enjoyed this video and you'll come back and see more. But if not, it's fine. Just enjoy whatever you're doing and keep going at whatever it is that you're doing, and it will all be okay. All right, I gotta eat. I'm starving. Bye.